Hey everyone, Ben Luciati here, Medicare specialist with URL Insurance Group. Excited to be doing another Medicare marketing minutes with you guys. I know it's been a little bit, but with AEP and everything happening, it's been pretty busy, but just wanted to jump on here really quick and share a few things that are happening right now. So just wanted to start off and say thank you to everyone that, all of our agents. I think it doesn't get said enough, the appreciation that we have. And sometimes it feels good to hear that. So just want to say thanks for all that you do. I know it's a tough year with everything that's happening in terms of, commissions and plan suppressions and, the limitations on what's out there. So really, we just really appreciate you guys, because without you guys, there is no us. So just wanted to show our appreciation at the beginning, because sometimes the little pep, little motivation helps a little bit. I know for me at least it does, but just wanted to take a minute there and do that. Moving forward, just as I talked about with the plan suppression, Humana just recently pulled their prescription drug plans off of online enrollment tools. So the only way you can do a Humana prescription plans is through Medicare.gov and through the Humana website. So that's been kind of a big deal, because Humana's drug plans have been super competitive, especially this year in terms of quoting and stuff. So a lot of agents have been writing their plans. Unfortunately, they made that decision a couple weeks ago, which at least they gave us some time, for people to enroll, because they mentioned that they're still going to be paying commissions on those plans, on the applications that were written before November 9th. So with our prescription drug plans, it's pretty limited now. We really only have Cigna and Highmark that are paying. So the options have shrunk, unfortunately. And, moving on to that, as we've recently just seen, there's been a carrier suppression into some of their Medicare Advantage plans. A couple carriers have done that recently. WellCare being one, which no one really is talking about, but then Capital Blue Cross as well has suppressed a couple of their plans just due to the amount of business that they have been getting. So they're just trying to slow it down a little bit. Hopefully they open that up, and at least they're doing that instead of pulling commissions. I mean, some carriers, I feel like, act super quick and just say pull the plug on commissions. At least they're trying to slow it down a little bit, because they're just getting so many enrollments, and that's due to plan terminations that are happening now. So it's just this AEP has definitely been a lot of just a lot going on, and it's unfortunate. I wish I had better answers, but it's kind of tough. But we are here to support you. So, but on that end, Capital did suppress some of their plans off the enrollment systems. Again, hoping we'll see some of those back up in the near future, hopefully. Which leads me to my next talking point. I know we talk about ancillary products a little bit on here, and I know we've sent out some things saying diversify your book of business, and that can be, I get it, super tough. You're talking with a client, you mentioned the capital, they see the capital plans, they see the commercials, that's something they want to go with, and then you go back the next day and those plans are no longer there. Tough. Totally understood. At least with capital, at least they're still letting paper applications for the time being, so it gives us another outlet. But I totally understand that. So when we say diversify your book, I can understand where that can be frustrating. But the reason we're saying that is because of what's happening, across the board. Plans pulling commissions and all this, and suppressing these plans. So we're just trying to look out for the long haul. I know that's tough. But with that, I was just kind of thinking, with some of the plans that aren't, maybe not be as competitive, or they're just say they're inpatient hospitalization, not competitive at all. That's where I was thinking of maybe some of these plans that may have, and there's a couple out there, PPOs too, that may have a higher give back, and then you can utilize some of that give back to purchase a hospital indemnity plan. Just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, just so we can, and for the agent, that's you're basically getting two sales there. But the reason I say that is because some of these plans you can get over $100, and then you may see, oh, the inpatient hospital's $400 a day for the first 4 or 5 days. Yeah, which is hefty. But if you add a hospital indemnity plan, you know, for $40, it can eliminate that. You're still getting, think about it as just using your give back money. Say the give back's $100, you're paying 40 of that a month. That's, you know, we're just trying to think outside of the box a little bit, but I get it. It's not easy. Just trying to throw some other ideas out there. And a lot of with the hospital indemnities, guaranteed issue ages have increased on some of their plans. So I get it's not for everybody, but for some people, it may be a route you can explore. So with that being said, I know I'm kind of going on a little bit here. Appreciate everything you guys do. You know, we're almost there. We're more than halfway through AEP at this point when this video goes out. But hopefully, we'll get through it. And if you need anything, we're always glad to help. So thanks so much for taking the time, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much.